gay ass, very faggot accent. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. So my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you. Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck those socks with the bell on it. Fuck your gay ass, very faggot accent. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. So my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
What's up, beautiful people? Day 3 after the announcement of my invention. So yesterday they hacked my communication and messed up my vocals on my last video that I entitled Black Sand. Now, what is black sand? I also made a track called Black Sand. Well, black sand, when you get black sand, it's sent to you by a clan of ninjas because you are marked for death and there's nothing you can do. That's what black sand is. So I entitled my video Black Sand. And the first part of it, it's cutting out, and they cut it out because they're hacking my computer so bad it's insane. I'm used to this. I've been dealing with it for a year and a half. So, you know, yesterday there's nothing I could do about the audio. So I made a track called Black Sand to showcase my talent and also to give ninjas, you know, a better way to send somebody, hey, you're going to die. Yeah, I know nothing beats the original Black Sand ninjas because it's untraceable, doesn't have digital encoding, all the stuff that, you know, digital stuff does have. But there is a ways around digital stuff too. But nevertheless, nothing beats the Black Sand. I just thought I'd make a new modern way of sending people black sand in case you're one of those assassins that just really don't give a fuck and, you know, you just really want to go after a motherfucker because they just really deserve to die. So anyway, so let's move on. I have created another frequency tonight, which is basically is so powerful. It's killing parasites and Siths, like, literally in the air. Now, I have ninja vision, if that's what I call it, because I can see dead people. No, literally, I can see these shadow entities. Now, the reason why I can see these shadow entities is because my great-great-grandmother was a white voodoo witch, and you know, she killed witches. One of her things was battling the dark side. And the dark side at the time happened to be the slave and plantation owners. When she was brought over here as a little girl, escaped from the Underground Railroad. So her Haitian Jamaican roots kept her safe. So this is passed to me through my bloodline. I want you to know that even with your barcode, CIA, NSA, British, Yiddish, German, Nazi, witches, when I break your barcode, I can see the little demonic little entity leave the barcode. I'm not kidding, people. Now, you might think I'm on some other shit because actually I am. My sight is on another level. That's sight beyond sight, you know? So I want the witches to know I can see your shit. It's in my bloodline. So when I develop frequencies to destroy your shit, your little curses, I can see them get incinerated, evaporated. Most people are not trained to see these things. I want you to know it's in my blood, it's in my bloodline to fucking kick a witch's demonic ass. So I just wanted to put that out there. This is day 3, and yesterday they didn't do the construction on the street because I exposed what they did. So I'm going to tell you what they're going to try to do today. Japan, Russia, France. Today, I can guarantee you the only option the American government and these witches have at this point, because my machine, my mechanism that I created, it can heal Japan. They want all my Asian brothers and sisters to get sick and die. I'm sorry, witches, that ain't gonna happen. So I'm gonna tell you what they're planning on doing right now. Listen up, assassins. I can guarantee you they're meeting, and this is a big problem because I went yesterday and posted my black sand video on some of the Japan politicians' web pages, which also had the link talking about my invention that could save their ass. So at this point, I want you to know it's getting very serious. So what these witches are going to try to do is cast a massive time spell. And with Tempest, with Echelon hacks into the cell phones, hacks into all the computers. And with Tempest, through Tempest hacking with the electricity, with silent sound, I want you to understand they're about to do a Men in Black Jack move. That's the only thing they got right now. What do I mean by a Men in Black Jack move? Well, you know how the Men in Black, you know, the alien crashes and they blast up everybody, and it just happens to be in a city. And oh, we don't want you people to remember this. National security. Oh, look over here, flash. And everybody forgets. You have no idea how many times they've done this, people, to you and the earth. They call it a adjustment. Isn't that right? CIA, NSA, Department of Communications, MI5, MI666, British, Yiddish, Nazi witches. So when they brainwash everybody on a massive fucking scale, send a demonic spell through cell phones, through TV, through electricity, all electricity. Tempest can do that. So on the same frequency and on the same scale as that Men in Black forget this bullshit light, this is what they do. But they're not doing it now because I'm recording it and I'm going to put it up on the net. And then now what the fuck are you going to do, huh? Because by me talking about this right now, what you do all the time, it increases and continues to cement this timeline where Japan finds out that this shit works. I become the fucking man of the world and Japan. And everybody gets healed. We don't have to worry about radiation, chemtrails, cancer, a whole shitload of everything. By using RF frequencies to heal people. With my frequencies that I've developed in the last 3 years that these motherfuckers have been doing adjustments. on me, trying to keep me stupid and all the other things that they've been doing to my brain. Thank God I grew up with ninjas, because I'd be dead if I didn't. Thank God my grandmother was a white voodoo witch, because I wouldn't be able to do and understand the things that I do and see if it wasn't for her. Because I can see their little demonic entities. And I can see when I develop a frequency, when they're coming around, when they're always around me. The government, these witches send them, they're psychotic. I can't eat and cook without these next door witches casting spells. Oh, he's cooking. Oh, okay. Cast the scavenger demon and this demon and this demon. Oh, did we get it? Oh, yeah, we got it. So wait for him to eat. Is he eating? Yeah, he's eating. Okay. Is it in the stomach? Yeah, it's in the stomach. Oh, all right, cool. We'll wait for him to sleep. Then we'll really fuck him up. This is what they do every fucking day. Every day. So I've been going through this consciously for about 3 years. Unconscious probably my whole fucking life. So, I want you to understand about the adjustment and what they do. They sent me as a child to train in Japan. As a child assassin. Then they put me in Project Montauk and had me jumping through time and doing all their bullshit. And it turns out I was the best at doing it, and they lost control of me. And I disappeared for about 20 years, and then took control of their shit, learned how to use it, built some other stuff, de-aged myself, and then sent myself back at the same time when I disappeared, so they didn't remember that I disappeared. Project Montauk Child Assassin. So, I know about adjustments. Montauk, Philadelphia Project, that was built from Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla was the first scientist on the Philadelphia Project. Nikola Tesla walked away from the Philadelphia Project because the government would not give him more time to make their ship disappear. And what Nikola Tesla actually left our government was the first working time machine. The other scientists that were studying Nazi technology that they were getting through Intel applied what they knew to Nikola Tesla's time machine, and you have the disaster of the Philadelphia Project, which opened a wormhole from 1948 to 1984, which has been closed, and if it wasn't closed, we would not be here right now. I can honestly promise you that, because of the things that our government did in 1948 and 1984 were so cataclysmic to both timelines. It just didn't make sense, and even time was starting to unravel because these Nazis are fucking idiots. I mean, idiots. Psychopaths with a time machine? I mean, can you imagine? You can't fucking imagine, people. But that's the facts. So, hey, psychopaths. You ain't getting your adjustment, motherfuckers. You've done it too many times, and I did this specifically now. I've always known about the RF frequency stuff, but you pushed me into a position to where I had to go overdrive and make shit happen right now, right here, right now, because nobody's listening up. My money's drying up. And now Laurel Aston is going after that bitch Quentin Tarantino. And I'd like to make something like public because, you know, we watched both Kill Bills the other night. And the bullshit about, okay, like martial artists, the bullshit that Quentin Tarantino put in his movie that people believed, okay, was number one, Laurel Aston was trained in China by Shaolin monks. That's a fact. She's gone on record saying that tons and tons and tons of times. Maybe she went to Japan and trained. Great. Not knocking down Japan. But come on. In Kill Bill, when they show basically her, you know, and she gets to the Japanese master, which her master was Chinese. He wasn't Japanese, by the way. That's another lie. So when she gets to the Japanese master and she can't punch through wood. Now, she was trained in a Shaolin temple with fucking monks where they learn to do backflips onto their head. And all of a sudden she goes to Japan and she can't punch through wood, right? And then, you know, they give her the Texas funeral. That's what they call it when you bury somebody alive. And then she punches through the casket, because that actually really happened, them burying her alive. And that is actually the Shaolin technique of the Bruce Lee 1-inch punch, people. So right there, I want you to see how much Quentin Tarantino just fucking lied in that movie. I mean, even martial artists, real martial artists, can take that shit apart and just say, dude, this guy's an idiot. So I want you to know that, you know, this invention and everything I'm talking about, that is very important, but also we're going after Quentin Tarantino for blatantly butchering up this woman's life and just writing outright fucking lies that only an untrained, like, martial artist that thinks he knows martial arts would like see. You don't even have to know martial arts to understand his discrepancies. You can just fucking watch Kung Fu Theater. So, I mean, there's so many discrepancies in that film, and I'm going to point out something else. So she has the metal knife, right? And granted, I know she's run out of air, whatever, okay, great. But she could have carved just a little bit, and it wouldn't have taken that long. Carve the wood just a little bit, you know, with the knife, but, you know, whatever, Hollywood dramatization. I mean, there's tons of other things. There's so much shit in that movie, Tarantino. You can tell he's the creepy Quentin that I grew up with that's obsessed with snuff films and doesn't know shit about martial arts. So, I mean, yeah, you heard me. That's why nobody talked to him. Because, you know, he invited a girl over to his house and she started going through his movie stuff and she found like all these fucking faces of death. And then it got out about how big his movie collection was and all these horror films. And then Blockbuster noticed that they had been missing a shitload of horror films while he had been working there. So they put 2 and 2 together and they fired him. The story of creepy Quentin Tarantino. Yeah, I grew up with him. So if you want to check that story out, check back at the Blockbuster when Quentin Tarantino was, say, I don't know, about maybe he was like 16, 17. And when he was going to Spring Forest / Stratford, Stratford's the high school. Check back at the Blockbuster at the 781 block of Country Place off Memorial Drive. I'm sure you can backtrack and find somebody, the manager that was working there, and he can confirm my story. So anyway, all you Quentin Tarantino fans, wake the fuck up. I mean, you can see in his movies the guy's addicted to killing people. I mean, who comes up with a fucking camera that you have it on a fucking bullet and you're watching a bullet go down the fucking bullet barrel and then through a person's head? That's just sick. I mean, that's just not even fucking necessary. But Quentin Tarantino did it because the motherfucker is obsessed with snuff films. That's why he's protected by the CIA. And you can see this in all his films. Any criminologist will agree with me. So I can tell you right now, Quentin Tarantino probably should just fucking kill himself. Because if not, he's going to end up in fucking jail. That's about it. Because I can guarantee you this motherfucker's so addicted to snuff films that he has copies of his film collection and snuff films in all his homes, which since I blew the cover off this, unless he gets his maids to throw out the shit, which I doubt because he probably has it locked in a safe or safes, he can't destroy all that shit. I mean, the guy is obsessive and psychopathic. These people are psychopaths. So anyway, welcome to Assassin Radio. This is the truth. And I'm going to continue to post the information on Japanese politicians' walls until I get some money, until I'm working with real Japanese scientists, until we get this Fukushima shit cleared up from San Francisco to Japan. I am the fucking man. So walk in the light. Peace. You dead Nazis. You ain't getting your adjustment shit. Don't even try it, bitches. Peace.
Them shoes, fuck your sock with the bell on it, fuck your gay ass fairy faggot accent, fuck them cheap ass cigars, fuck your yuck mouth teeth, fuck your hairpiece, fuck your chocolate, fuck Guy Ritchie, fuck Prince William, fuck the Queen. This is America, but my Lambo's blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room, and if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you. Look, fuck you, fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes, fuck your sock with the bell on it, fuck your gay ass fairy faggot accent, fuck them cheap ass cigars, fuck your yuck mouth teeth, fuck your hairpiece, fuck your chocolate, fuck Guy Ritchie, fuck Prince William, fuck the Queen. This is America, but my Lambo's blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room, and if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you. Look, fuck you, fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes, fuck your socks with the bell on it, fuck your gay ass fairy faggot accent, fuck them cheap ass cigars, fuck your yuck mouth teeth, fuck your hairpiece, fuck your chocolate, fuck Guy Ritchie, fuck Prince William, fuck the Queen. This is America, but my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room, and if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you. bell on it. Fuck your gay ass very faggot accent. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. So my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Stuff does have, but there is a ways around digital stuff too. But nevertheless, nothing beats the black sand. I just thought I'd make a new modern way of sending people black sand in case you're one of those assassins that just really don't give a fuck. And you know, you just really want to go after a motherfucker because they just really deserve to die. So anyway. So let's move on. I have created another frequency tonight, which is basically it's so powerful. It's killing parasites and Siths like
fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck those socks with the bell on it. Fuck your gay ass very faggot accent. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. So my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
What's up, beautiful people? Day 3 after the announcement of my invention. So yesterday they hacked my communication and messed up my vocals on my last video that I entitled Black Sand. Now, what is black sand? I also made a track called Black Sand. Well, black sand, when you get black sand, it's sent to you by a clan of ninjas because you are marked for death and there's nothing you can do. That's what black sand is. So I entitled my video Black Sand. And the first part of it, it's cutting out, and they cut it out because they're hacking my computer so bad it's insane. I'm used to this. I've been dealing with it for 1.5 years. So, you know, yesterday there's nothing I could do about the audio. So I made a track called Black Sand to showcase my talent and also to give ninjas, you know, a better way to send somebody, hey, you're going to die. Yeah, I know nothing beats the original Black Sand ninjas because it's untraceable, doesn't have digital encoding, all the stuff that, you know, digital